Okay, I have to say that when I found out that there was going to be a second season of With Love Meghan, I didn't know what was Netflix thinking. Like, just recording a second season just like that without knowing if the first one was going to flop as it did. Then the trailer to that second season was released and we've got the answers. And I'm here to share with you those answers. Now we know why Netflix had to make that second season, and it was not to benefit the Harkles in the least. And for the record, this was the official release. We're gonna have it on August 26th. And I don't know about you, but I am not watching it because I'm going to show you why. What is this all about? So we have the trailer. It's gonna be very easy to understand the intentions of Netflix behind this. We can just fast forward, and the intentions are defined by the guests. Very easy. We see a couple guests in here. I think the first one that we see. I want to go one by one, is Chef Jose Andres. And when you realize that Chef Jose Andres is in Meghan's show, and you can see that all of them have the face like they're in the middle of an acid trip. All of them are like this, oh yeah, hello. Is because, well, number one, Chef Jose Andres has a show on Netflix, Chef's Table Legends. And by the way, the first season has been premiered in this year, 2025. Very convenient, right? To have to be attached to a show that nobody's going to watch, but everybody's going to talk about. That is the reality. That's what's going to happen with Meghan's show. So we have just one guest of Meghan related to Netflix. Oh, that is more or less of a coincidence, right? I think I can get this. We're not going to listen to them. We're not going to hear any audio. We have this guy. We're going to talk about this guy in a little. Oh, Meghan surrounded by books. You know, that is important so she can be seen as an intellectual. More like a children's books. How good of a mother she is. You know, that's all about symbolism. But we move forward. And what is it? Who's the next guest? Oh, Chrissy Tigan. And we can say so much about Chrissy Tigan, but sadly YouTube is going to censor and mute this video if we are way down to that rabbit hole. You know, Harry's gray suit summarized it perfectly. Harry and Meghan launched a program to help support parents of children affected by online bullying. And Meghan has Chrissy Tigan as a guest on part 2. I hope the parents who bought into their scam see what disgusting hypocrites they are. Because, well, this was a tweet citing a Cernovich tweet when it has all the receipts of all the bullying and all the disgusting activities and innuendos that this woman has online. So I am not going to elaborate on this, but I don't know what was Netflix thinking. I don't know if Chrissy Tigan has somebody at Netflix by the balls, literally. But, well, it was... Maybe it was just Meghan's friend, because this is the kind of Meghan's friend that we are going to find about. Fast forward, and I couldn't help but notice, oh, this is Shetty. I'm going to talk about Shetty in a second. But first, we also had a very, very fake laughter from, I forgot the name. This is Heather Dorek, right? The Pilates instructor. Oh, look at how they're laughing. What kind of laugh is this? No, this is not cutting it. No, Meghan, what is this? You can do better than that. I think it was Heather Dorek, the one who was in those pictures. I'm gonna show you. I saw this picture, so you have to see it as well. Maybe you saw that at some point. No, I don't have an explanation for this. And if I had an explanation, I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear it. But there's another thing. This lady here, by the way, she's a legend, by the way. She's a chef, Claire Smith. Claire Smith. She is a 3-star Michelin in London. She prepared the private wedding reception banquet for Harry and Meghan. Okay, so it makes sense for her to be there. But she has also appeared on numerous television culinary competitions, including MasterChef and Netflix The Final Table. So she is also in some way or another, well, connected to Netflix. Maybe she doesn't have a Netflix show, but the fact that she was invited to a Netflix show, it has got good exposure for her restaurant. And maybe Netflix said, hey, you have to appear on Meghan's show as well, or else we are not going to mention you ever again. The other chef is here. It's this guy who is next to, this is Daniel Martin, right? You know, Meghan's friend who was triggered by the reaction to the first season back in the day. But this guy has also a Netflix show. David Chang has several shows on Netflix. Ugly Delicious, a food documentary series, and Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner, a travel and food show. What is going on here is that Netflix says, okay, we're going to give you your With Love Meghan, or whatever it is called. What we are going to make sure to weaponize the second season to push every single other show on Netflix that has that has anything to do with food. Okay, we're going to use your second season to push all our shows, because nobody's going to watch that, but at least they're going to talk about the people in the trailer. So that's what this trailer and that's what this season 2 is about. That's it. This is a vehicle for Netflix to just push its shows on everyone. And the thing that I didn't get is that maybe Jay Shetty doesn't have, I'm going to talk about Jay Shetty. Some of you might know who this guy is. You don't know how you have come to the right place. This guy, Jay Shetty, the British Indian author, podcaster, and self-help influencer, that's all that you have to know, but has faced several notable controversies that look like Meghan. This sounds like Meghan. Fabrication of life story and monkhood claims. He claimed that he was a monk. It was debunked. That never happened. Shetty has often claimed he spent 3 years as a monk in India, but no. Multiple detailed reports and testimonies from people close to him have challenged this. The story around his pivotal spiritual transformation and life as a monk has been described as embellished or inconsistent. Sounds like Meghan stuff. Plagiarism allegations. Shetty has repeatedly faced accusations of plagiarizing content for his popular social media posts. Yeah, this really sounds like somebody who should be invited to Meghan's show. And the lady next to him is his wife. Maybe, between the connections and the stuff, she's looking for her own show because she's God. She's a chef. She is based on, plant-based and all that stuff. She's married to Jay Shetty, so there must be some kind of opportunity. Oh, you appear here. Let's appear on Meghan's show, or at least on Meghan's trailer, so you can have your own show on Netflix. Place your bets that Radi Devlukia is going to have her own Netflix show in less than 6 months or so. Well, who knows? But that's the thing. I can fast forward because that's what all this is about. And this other lady, who is she? She's another chef, and she has been a judge on MasterChef Junior, and she's a frequent guest on cooking shows such as Unique Sweets and participant in Chef's Table Pastry on Netflix. And she has been the host of Netflix Bake Squad. All right, so she's a regular. She's Christina Tossi. So she's also a regular on Netflix shows. So this is it. This is Netflix putting a gun to your head. Oh, you don't want to appear on Meghan's show? Tough luck. We are not going to invite you anymore to our shows or have any kind of appearance on Netflix, which, of course, must boost their brand, their restaurant, their everything. And so, yeah, they need to do it. They absolutely need to do it. You want more proof that this was just pure Netflix propaganda? Oh, well, there's Jamie Kern Lima This is Jamie currently. I'm pretty sure that Meghan and her are going to do something for Netflix at some point. Yeah, and those first look deal, that means nothing, and people are saying, oh yeah, Meghan renewed her Netflix contract. Did not happen. I set the record straight on my Royal Rogue channel. But fast forward, because we are running late already. Who is this lady again? This is, oh, she also got, I'm sorry, I don't have her name right here, but she's got a show on Netflix. How many? How many so far? How many of them? All of them, without exception. That's all that Netflix was doing here. And I forgot about this gentleman right here. Well, he's one of the stars of Queer Eye. I remember many years ago, I was actually a fan of Queer Eye for the straight guy. Was, I think, in Sony like 20 years ago or so, something like that. That show was really, that's really fun, by the way. I don't know how is that show. It's the same show, it's the same franchise, but I know that this guy, Tan France, is in that show, and you guessed right, that show is on Netflix. So it's the same. It doesn't have to do with food, but maybe they had to, comply with the diversity quotas. And by the way, those guests on Meghan's show don't look that diverse. Maybe that will change at some point. But that is the whole reason. That was the whole point over all this. Meghan's second season is just a vehicle, is just a train to push for anything. Well, not only for really, really fake laughter. All of them look like they are on an acid trip. But to make sure that Netflix promotes whatever Netflix is doing next. So, yeah, let me look for a shot of Meghan. There she is. So let's be curious together. We don't need to be curious anymore because you already know what Meghan's second season is about. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. Much love and bliss. Make sure to check my other video about Meghan on my Royal Rogue channel.